Hey, friends and family, maybe, honestly, I don't know who's watching this anymore. Welcome to episode 8 of To My Friends. This was one of those weeks where I don't know if I had a lot to talk about or didn't, but when I go back and look through everything that I wrote down a lot this week. So I don't know how to pace myself. I'm just going to cut it off at the end or chop it up in the post-production, but that doesn't matter. This is neither here nor there. What matters is we have made it to another week, and I'm not going to play the thing this time. I almost did, but then I don't want to make a thing out of it. I played it, but maybe I'm going to take it out in post. I played it for my enjoyment. So that is... that could just be for me. We might never know. Just kidding. We'll know on Wednesday. So I'll know before that. So far we've said nothing. It's been 2 minutes and we've said nothing. Just putzing around, just dilly-dallying. I took forever to get ready when I was little, when I was a kid. And I honestly didn't know. I wasn't aware of it, but everyone said I was so slow getting ready. Like, why would you hurry ever? Why would you ever be in a rush? So just, I tie my shoes at my own pace, and I put on my shoes at my own pace. If I forgot something that I wanted to bring, if I forgot to clip my nails, I have to clip my nails. If I forget to clip my nails, I don't care if I'm 5 minutes late because of it. I'm already late. It takes 2 minutes. I'll be 2 extra minutes late. For whatever I'm going to be late to, I'll be 2 extra minutes late because I need to clip my nails. It doesn't even take that long to clip my nails, 2 minutes. If you really go fast, you can really get in the flow of it. But I hate being in a hurry. You could know that about me. I really hate being in a rush. I do not like being in a rush. No siree bub. My aunt called me slower than molasses in January when I was little. I remember that. And we're not even Southern. But I guess molasses is more of a thing for like syrup in Wisconsin and stuff. Dude, this Wisconsin maple syrup that I get at the store is so good. It's so good. And I forget to get it. I keep forgetting to get it, but it'd be so good with my banana peanut butter sandwiches. So, anyways, let's get into it, shall we? So, last Monday, I got 9 full hours of sleep. Yes. And it was a leg day, so that was good. That was good. I always feel proud of putting leg day in. I have nothing to say other than that it was leg day, but I always feel proud of it, so maybe I feel like I have to write it down like this was leg day. This is important to note. This is an achievement. This is an accomplishment that you must write down and tell the world about because you accomplished leg day. That was last Monday, and I had another leg day today, which is a Sunday. I record these on Sunday or Monday, but today's Sunday, and I had another leg day today, and I fucking crushed it, dude. Yes. And it was so good. It was so good. Like I pushed myself, and I was just You know when you push yourself and you're like right at that limit, you're right at the limit right before before your form's gonna break, but your form doesn't break. And you're like, yes, I pushed it exactly to the precise limit. I didn't go any further than I absolutely have to. I got all the reps in and a little bit of a shaky one, but still with good form. That's awesome. And then I did 5 more exercises after that, 5 different ones after that. So it's not like I didn't push myself to the absolute max. My calves are definitely going to be feeling something tomorrow. And my ass is just going to be bricked up. Woke up the neighbors. Oh, that's one of those moments where you just imagine if the neighbors heard it, and it just makes it so much funnier. It's 9:42 p.m. They go to bed early because they wake up at 4. Sometimes they cough in the morning because they have a little bit of that loosey goosey fun juice in their system. I almost said in their pussy just to rhyme. They have some of that loosey goosey fun juicy in their pussy. That's disgusting. So, so I know they wake up early, so hopefully I didn't wake them up there, getting all excited about leg day. Oh, I have as a reminder in here to make sweet, passionate love to that like button. It won't hurt you. It won't tell you that it loves you and then go fuck 3 other people. So that's something to look forward to not happening. You ever look forward to something not happening? Well, you can experience that by tapping that like button, tapping that subscribe button, tapping that tap-eroo. Dude, I want to see the new Happy Gilmore. I haven't seen it. I know it's out now on Netflix. But it's going to be so good, dude. I can just tell, dude. I loved the first one. I know the second one's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. It's got Eminem in it. It's got Bad Bunny in it. It's got Adam Sandler in it. It's got other guys in it probably. I haven't seen much of the trailers or anything. I just know it's going to be good. Just give that like button a little tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap-eroo, tap, 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 tap-eroo. He's in the, just tap it in the tap, 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 tap. Also, I had a girl when I was in high school, who told me that she loved me, and then she went and fucked 3 other people. So that's why I said it with that connotation there. I don't think I used connotation properly, but you know what I mean. So that's probably why I have some issues. So I had dinner at grandparents on Monday, and my grandma loves like funny, lighthearted stuff. If she had a chance to watch TV, she would pick like the House Flippers, like HGTV kind of stuff. And if my grandpa has the remote, which is always, he chooses sports or things that involve drama and people dying a lot in very gruesome, terrible ways. And my grandma has told me in the past that she's like, I want to watch TV with him, but like he always picks these things that are so brutal and just terrible. And I'm like, I know, for real. Like, it just gets to me. Some people it doesn't get to, apparently. Maybe it does get to them, it doesn't, but maybe it doesn't get to them anymore. Dude, I don't know how people's brains function, how they can handle scary movies. Dude, my mind is scary enough, and that's where the sentence could end. So I could just, if you just say I was in a foggy woods somewhere and something I immediately have chills and can't sleep the rest of the night because I'll be imagining what that thing could be. It's gotten a lot better. I've gotten a lot better at mind control. I just think of playing tennis with my grandma at the park when I was like 7 years old. That's my happy place. I think of that, and then I can just like think about birds and things that I would hear and zen the fuck out. But anyways, I'm at dinner and my grandpa says, "Oh, my friend said this show was good," and he says Untamed. And I don't know if you guys are aware of what Untamed is, but it's a murder mystery solving kind of a show, of course. And so they put that on, and like the first scene is rock climbers. Okay. Just you already know it's gonna be tragic, dude. I saw. Sorry to sidetrack, but also not sorry because it's me. I'm just being 100% fucking me.
I'm just me.
So when I saw like the Sylvester Stallone movie where like he has the girl or whatever, I think it's called Cliffhanger, and like his hand slips and the girl falls to her death. That scene, I've never seen the rest of the movie, but I was really little when I saw that scene, and that scene will stick in my brain rent-free for the rest of my life. And then Ace Ventura did a parody of it where he's got a little raccoon, and the raccoon slips and falls. All righty then. I love that movie. I love Jim Carrey. I haven't seen any of his serious or silly, or I've seen his silly ones. I haven't seen any of his serious movies though, but I've heard those are good too. I would totally love them. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind in 23. I don't know if he has any other serious ones. Probably. I don't know. But it's a rock climbing scene, and then just one of the rock climbers looks up. Like, of course, in the very beginning, one of the rock climbers slips a little bit because you got to build tension, of course. So predictable. But then he looks up, and there's just a limp body flying from the cliff, and then just they show the fucking head just and the body flipping. And it's just the opening scene, and I know my grandma's just sitting there just like, you know, let's just watch HGTV. Dude, the amount of times that I'm over there and I've seen HGTV on is 3 times, and I've been living 29 years. Give grandma the remote. It's okay though. Whatever. So I asked my grandpa on behalf of my grandma, because I know my grandma's thinking that. I asked him, I said, I'm just curious. I'm not complaining or anything, but do you like anything other than things with death and drama in it? And he always fidgets when he gets a little bit anxious. And then he's like, no. Oh, man, I love him. I love him because he knows who he is. He knows who he is, and he knows what he likes, and I strive to be that way, just maybe not exactly in the way that he is that way. You know, I want to be my own person. Not saying it, not bashing him in any way. It's a great quality to have, man, and I'm just trying to find that. So, So then I have nightmares that night, of course. Because Tuesday I I had a dream that I'm going to try to remember it without looking at my notes so that I don't like whatever stumble too much. But I had a dream that I was like in a house with what I felt like was an Italian mafia leader who could also possibly be my granddad or a father figure of some sort or just my boss. And I was basically the accountant because I felt I had a brother, and that brother was Braxton, the brother in The Accountant, the movie. And he was there kind of on that granddad's side, like, yo, you fucked up. He's going to do some shit to you. All right. And I don't know if I can protect you. I will do my best, but I also got to remain on his good side. Otherwise, some shit's going to go down for both of us. So I'm like backing out of the house as he's getting pissed at me for whatever I did. And and I'm like starting to walk away faster at this point, still backpedaling. And he starts to pull out like a gun or whatever. And he aims it at me and is about to shoot. And I think he does shoot, but miss. And I hear another bullet hit. I hear the gunshot, but it's a bullet that hits him in his shoulder. Dad Mafia Guy. And Braxton's out there trying to like contain him and like hold him in or whatever. And then I like call 911 and I'm like, excuse me, it's all the fruit that I ate just recently. So sorry if that's disgusting for you, but it's okay. I'm just me. So I'm the accountant, and I'm the accountant in this dream apparently. So I call 911 and I'm like, yo, bullets were flying. Someone got shot at the corner of such and such. And send an ambulance or something. And they said, don't worry, we got you. And I look down at my phone and it's a graphic design of like this, I have to remember, ADA or something like that, like a zigzag, like ADA, but it's like all looks kind of like a zigzag. It's kind of cool. And it's like the person on the other line says, we're angels do all. We got you covered. Like they were protecting me from this guy just out of nowhere. I thought I was for sure going to die by a bullet to the brain or the heart from Granddad Mafia Guy. And the Angels DeWall Corporation or whatever the fuck shot him before he could get me. And I was like so grateful for my life. So I barely woke up and I tossed and turned, and it was like new scene of dream in this next part of the dream. I was at like a red carpet event with like a huge hallway. There were like murals and stuff. I like drove in on the red carpet. It was like a huge event. And I was in the main room and I was like sitting down in a row of chairs with a bunch of people. And there was a female speaker talking to us, saying, we're all gathered here today for blah, 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 blah. But one of us here still has some, something to be, whatever the fuck she said, gave me the feeling like I was singled out. Someone in the crowd was singled out, but it's me, because they still have some beef with the mafia or some shit. That was the vibe. I don't remember exactly what she said or anything, but like, and then I like got up and like started to run out because they're definitely going to know it's me for some reason. And I go into the other room and it's Granddad Mafia Guy in the big hallway with a bunch of empty chairs. And I see him just yeet the fuck out of someone with a bullet to the brain. And so I duck behind one of the chairs, and then he sees me and he starts to like aim at me and ready his shot or whatever. Aim his shot. Dude, when did anyone ever say ready his shot? What is that phrase? Anyways, he was like trying to aim at me through the chair, He shot at me, and I felt the bullet whiz by my ribs, dude. This is how real my dreams are, man. I'm in them. I am in the dreams. I felt the bullet whiz by my ribs. He missed. I ran into the other room, and the dream ended. Fucking crazy, dude. All because I saw cliffhangers and a limp female body falling from the top of a cliff and bang her head and die, and then get caught up in the cliffhangers, ropes and stuff, so she's just dangling there. So fucking disturbing, dude. My mom listens to murder podcasts on her drives to and from her job, which are 2 hours long, one way. And then she wonders why she can't sleep at night sometimes. I don't know how people can do that, dude. I was at a party when I was in like 7th or 8th grade with my friends, and I started the movie. It was a horror movie. It was a movie watching party. We watched Insidious 2 or whatever. And I haven't seen Insidious 1 or whatever. It wouldn't matter. They're both fucking freaky, I think. And I started the movie sitting up next to where my crush was. It might have been high school. I can't remember. No, I think it was. Doesn't matter. I was young. And I was sitting next to like my crush for like the first 5 minutes. And then as it was going through the intro scene, credits were still rolling. I was getting freaked out already by just the filmography of it. And I was just like, she has friends here, so I'm just going to go in the back. So I like got up after 5 minutes and I went to the back and I played Angry Birds the whole time on my phone while I was listening to the movie. And I was still scared. I never looked at the movie once. I was just playing Angry Birds and once in a while chatting with other friends who were back there. And then one of my buddies came over for a sleepover after that because I couldn't sleep alone after that. And then he made like really freaky faces at me, like the Smile movie that hadn't even come out yet because it was like 10, 15 years ago, probably. Maybe longer. Dude, I'm so old, dude, and I just keep getting older. That's freaky. That's a real life horror movie, dude. Real life is already a horror movie, man. We're getting older and we're going to die, and I said that in the last podcast, but it's okay, dude. We just got to accept it sometimes. And there's sirens in the background right now, dude. It's just a part of life. Dying. So anyway, something sweet to lighten up the mood is I was driving over to I was driving over for leftovers dinner for the second night on Tuesday, and I saw some deer, and by some deer I mean a whole bunch.
It's little baby deer in the road. Get out of the road, baby deer. Oh, there's 2 baby deer in the road. And there's oh my gosh, dude, and there were like 4 more that crossed before that. I'm not even kidding, dude. Oh man, we got the aunts and uncles all up in the business here. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Don't worry, I'm watching the road with my other hand.
Watching the road with my other hand. Inebriated.
Probably why the camera's really sucky at recording this right now. I don't even know if I'm capturing them.
I caught him.
Feeling real safe, dude. Because you never know. They might have extended family out here.
They might have extended family out there. That's how my mom talked in the beginning of that video. That's how my mom talks to animals too.
It's little baby deer in the road.
That's how she talks to animals and to other adults sometimes when she feels like being cute. So that was cool. There was for real so many. Like, I've never seen that many deers crossing a road. Deers? It's got to be deers. You can say deers. I'm allowing it. You can say deers from now on. I won't correct you. So I am really excited about something, and I can't give away the details because I don't want. I don't want to get people's hopes up, get my hopes up, and then it doesn't happen, and then I look like an idiot and feel like an idiot and get let down and feel all of the letdown emotions. But I think this is just important to mention because of how different the responses are between my grandpa and grandma when I tell them something that I'm excited about. And I don't want to make this a podcast about my grandpa or just people in my life, but their identities are protected. I'm not being like, here's his full name, go look him up. Although you could probably find him, but like, whatever, dude. What the fuck ever, man. Time is fake and we're all gonna die. So I got an email from someone who was the point of contact for a show that I was on when I was an actor. And that sounds so much cooler than it actually was. It was a game show. And it wasn't like on Netflix or anything like that. So, but it was a game show. It was fun. It was cool. I got to meet a really cool person. And so I got an email from a point of contact from them and said there's another opportunity for that in a place overseas that I won't name, but it's a really cool place that I've been wanting to visit. And they kind of talk like this there. It's pretty neat. And I'm super excited. All I have to do is apply for another show, and I feel like I have some special connection that maybe that'll give me some leverage in getting the opportunity to go there, and the flight and the hotel is completely paid for. Yes. Will be if I get to go on it. So it's super exciting, right? And I told my grandpa that, and he says, "Oh," and keeps scrolling on his phone. A grandpa scrolling on his phone. I thought that's what 6 to 9-year-olds did. I thought that's what kids do. I thought you have to ask kids to put down their phone. No more screens. Grandpa, no more screen time. I have important news to share. And then I tell my grandma, and she's like, "Oh, wow. Oh, wow." And it looks like, I tell her, the way she says, "Oh, wow, I'm so proud of you," it's like I can sense that she is, but I can also sense you could die on the flight. I also sense you could miss and fall back on homework. Are you going to stay in school and finish the semester? Kind of a thing. Are you going to leave and never come back? Man, Can't I just have a win? So yeah. Anyways, that'd be really cool if that happened. I got a fortune cookie the other day that said something in September will be surprising, or there'll be a lovely surprise in September or whatever, and that's when it's going to be, September or mid-October. And then I have another fortune cookie here that says, in due time, you'll be financially comfortable. That's not the one. I kept that one for some reason. You will step on the soil of many countries. Dude, I keep my fortune cookies sometimes when I feel them. Just in case. Careful. You might end up on my podcast. You better react nice when I tell you good news, or you might end up on my podcast. That has millions of viewers. And you'll be defamed. Nah, speaking of millions of viewers and being defamed, let's check this video out. I was unsure if I wanted to play this or not because of how triggering this is, but these faces need to be remembered, and they need to have flaming piles of dog shit put on their doorsteps. Okay? So this is on that show Surrounded or whatever, where there's one person with one view surrounded by like 20 or 25 people of the opposite view. And in this case, the person in the beige is the guy who's the one, and everyone else is part of the 20 or 25 or whatever. And it just this is one of those things where like when I get into the realm of politics, it's like that Simpsons meme where he's like coming out of the bushes and he sees what's happening and then he just sinks right back into the bushes. So that's me when I see things like this. I just give up. And you can see that the beige guy gives up too. The guy in beige, I should say. Okay, here we go. Brace yourselves.
One's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But you don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution.
A little bit. Just a smidge of genocide.
You have to
which is
rename
bad,
this show
but-
because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you could say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am.
Dude, his fucking face is so punchable with two fists. Dude, if I could punch with two fists and have the momentum of one. Boof, boof, just boof. Implode his fucking skull, dude. His face is so fucking punchable. I've never seen a more fucking punchable face, dude. Oh, and right there, right, knock his fucking teeth out. Eat my fucking knuckles, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone...
Let's look at who's clapping. Okay. Well, let's rewind this. This is your guy in salmon shirt with blue jeans and a fucking brim on, of course. Guy next to him who's his sidekick, course. Random guy in the middle. I don't know. There's not really a course about him. And there's more. Oh, and green guy. Get their faces down and punch them. Just kidding. Don't violence them. Just put shitty things on their doorstep that doesn't hurt them. Make it flaming fireworks of dog shit.
1, 2,
Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone
Because
is on this.
in
Because you
during-
know that millions of people are going to be watching you on YouTube and checking out who the fascists and the Nazis are.
I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever.
clearly you're not.
During the
Clearly you're not.
During the pre-war period, prior to World War
Dude.
II, it was
Dude. And then this one. Look at his face in the beginning. The guy in the beige. He just looks like he's ready to give up. I think he has, honestly. I do. On people like this, you can't change their mind. You think you can change this guy's mind? You think you can change punchable face guy's mind?
Same way. I'm like, hey, if you're going to punish me, I'm going to get in power, and I'm going to frankly punish you when you try to leverage power against me.
Had the worst fucking childhood.
Just that simple.
Gave up. The way this motherfucker, the way punchable guy face, the way punch face guy tries to hold back his smile originally is fucking so devilish. Look at this. Look at that face right there. He knows he's being ridiculous, and this is where he decides, I'm going to smile and act like I won that, even though deep down, too far for anyone to reach down, there's part of me that knows guy in beige what is the most sensible between the two of us. But I'm going to smile anyways and win and pretend that I won this shit. This face is where he made that decision.
I'm not sure what you want to say.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right.
Oh, and then the way he goes back from smile into, hey, it is what it is. That is what makes me believe there is no changing him or people like him. They're doomed. They're doomed. You know what he needs? He needs one of those. He needs to be put in handcuffs and locked up and put in one of those fucking retreats that are for like men who don't know how to express their emotions. And when they go through it for 6 weeks and they cry for 6 weeks every day based on like what they do or whatever, deep breathing and like emotional tolerance building or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. They need to be sent to those kinds of camps, not concentration camps. More so like the camps where they make you cry emotionally and work through your feelings. That's where these people need to be locked up and put in. Dude. Oh my God. And then there's this fucking guy who looks like a goddamn magician, dude. Zorro. Fuck you if you dress in a suit like this, with a hat like this, with your eyebrows all done like that, and your mustache all curly like that. Now, I can get with a curly mustache with people, but it's the combination of all of these things. He's unchangeable. Unfucking changeable. Unfucking believable. And I hate to get political, but that's another one that my best friend sent me. And he's very political. He's so political. He's just my source of news, honestly. And I don't read political news. He just informs me once in a while. I had to honestly tell him to stop though, because I can't handle it, dude. I can't handle it. I got to protect my energy. It's just too fucking much for me. I can't imagine people are so fucking stupid and goddamn can't fucking change, dude. And I'm sorry for swearing so much. And I don't know why I clicked on Google Chrome. I just do random things when I'm stressed and don't know what else to do. So anyways, send them to a religious retreat. That's not Catholic. So, send them to a spiritual retreat where they have to cry emotionally, like have emotional deep cries about how their dads beat them when they were kids. So, Speaking of beating up kids, I was playing basketball at the Y on Wednesday, and a ball rolled over to me, and it was like I bounced. It was from a little girl. She's like no higher than my hip. Okay, she's little, but she's not like a baby. She's like, I don't know, I would guess maybe 5. And I like, she like stops because she sees that I'm like about to like bounce the ball back to her, and she like kind of smiles. It was really cute, and I was like, okay, ready? And then like I like bounced it over. I couldn't have bounced it more gently. The ball wouldn't have gotten there. Okay, I could have bounced it a little bit more gently. I could have bounced it at her ankle height. I unfortunately bounced it at about her head height, and it stayed at about her head height for the whole way. And when it finally got to her, she had so much time. It was like slow motion, dream collapsing-esque kind of stuff from Inception. Just the ball bouncing to her, just so slowly, like, oh wait. For fuck's sake. Let me get it. The ball was bouncing to her like, and when it finally got to her, she could have moved out of the way. She could have put her hands up a little bit further out in front of her, but she was just so in outer space, and it just like the ball bonked her nose a little bit. Okay? It wasn't a smack in the face, okay? It bonked her nose a little bit. And I felt so bad, though, still. And I was like, oh, are you okay? I'm sorry. And I'm so good psychologically, dude. I'm so good. I would be a good dad, at least in this aspect. Because when I was little and something would happen to me, and my parents would hover over me and be like, Mom, gasp. I would be like, am I dying? That's how I would feel. But if you react calmly, then the kid thinks everything's okay. So I laughed a little bit. I could tell she was about to maybe cry a little bit. But when she saw me be like, oh, I'm sorry, are you okay? She started to kind of smile again, but she walked away because she was kind of embarrassed, probably. But she'll remember that. She'll remember that for the rest of her life. I hope it doesn't scar her from going and playing basketball, though. So yeah, I felt bad about that. I remember when I was like, I didn't get hurt in this, but I'll remember this for the rest of my life. She probably saw me the way I saw this person when I was a kid. And I went to a Timberwolves game, and I got picked out of the stands like pre-game to go out on the court and like watch the guys warm up and stuff. And Marko Jaric, like his ball like came bouncing over to me, and I was enamored by him. And I was like, but I'm just some dude at the Y. I'm not a professional basketball player. But I don't know. Little kids are, their minds explode everything to make it all cool. So like maybe she thought I was cool. I don't know. But like this was like a professional basketball player, and I got to like pass the ball to him, and it was so cool. And also I got to deliver the game ball or whatever to Kevin Garnett, I think it was, and Yao Ming, or I'm pretty sure it was Yao Ming because it was the Rockets, and it was like the 2 star players of the team at that time. Dude, it was crazy. And they took a picture of me, and of course, we never found the fucking photo. So I never got the fucking photo of it. You're just going to have to believe me on that one. But it was so cool, dude. And I remembered that. So imagine if a ball hit me in the face too, like bonked me in the nose, dude. Oh man. Oh man. Life's going to bonk you in the face sometimes, and it's going to be an accident. And if you get embarrassed, that's okay. That's normal. But just know the other person didn't need to do it. Maybe they did. Maybe they're an asshole, but I didn't. So there was that. Oh, also, like, because I also remembered another time when I was like on the playground when I was like maybe 10 years old and I got ran over by a big kid on the playground. Or maybe I was younger than that because I was in elementary school. So he must have been a fifth grader and I was a, oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Yes. Oh, because yes, dude. I remember his name now. And I typed it in, but I'm not going to out him. But he was like, he ran me over. He was like 2 or 3 years older than me. I think he was 3 years older than me. So that means I was in second grade. Crazy, I figured that out. Crazy, I figured how old I was out. I was in second grade and he ran me over and I got up and I thought he was like being a bully, but he wasn't. He was so nice. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Oh, what's that? Someone who ran me over and he's a nice person? Oh, maybe the world isn't horrible after all." So hopefully she will learn that forgiveness exists too. Or not forgiveness, that nice people. But honestly, you gotta be wary. So I don't know. Maybe I should have been a dick and then taught her a lesson and then she doesn't trust anyone. No, that's not how I should have done it. I did it perfectly, dude. I did it perfectly. It's my own issues that I feel like I shouldn't trust anyone. I got free tickets to an arena football game through my work or whatever, and I offered them to my grandpa. Guess what his response was? No. Didn't want to go. Unbelievable. He doesn't like waiting in lines. Honestly, the bleachers are kind of sometimes the bleachers aren't good for people's backs and stuff, so I get it. Some of the chairs are cushiony, but you never know if you're gonna get one. So on Thursday, let's see. Thursday, I got 5.5 hours of sleep with 11 hours of on the clockness, meaning I had to work for like 11 hours. And but the day went smooth, dude. I've been on a really good long tolerance break. I don't remember the last time I took the gums or caffeine, dude. I've just been taking that little shot of green juice every day, and that's been keeping me focused and with calm energy throughout the day, so it's really nice. Sometimes I wonder if I'm meant to be so tired too, because then I don't have the energy to be anxious or the energy to be mean. I'm just like, I'm never just like mean just because of my energy. I mean, I guess that makes sense that I'd be mean because of my energy, but you know what I mean? So, but I'm just afraid of getting dementia. That's it. Because you have increased risk of having dementia, apparently, from sources that I've heard about a long time ago. It could be updated. I don't know if it's still true. See, I keep it real with you, dude. If I don't know anything or my sources, I fucking keep it real with you. So, but I'm just afraid of that. If I average less than 6 hours of sleep. If you average less than 6 hours of sleep, apparently you have increased risk of dementia when you get older. But that's probably over a really long period of time, and something that I don't really have to worry about too much. Because if I have dementia, it's not going to be bad for me, really. I mean, it might suck. I don't know what it's like. I just feel like it'd be worse for my family. But I wouldn't know that it's worse for my family, I don't think, because I'd just be so out of it. I don't know. That's too crazy to think about. I don't want to think about that anymore. So, I wrote a song on Thursday. I don't remember what it was, but I apparently thought that was worth mentioning. I'm in the process of mixing and mastering a song, and it's taking way too fucking long. It's taking way too fucking long because there's always something more that I gotta fucking fix about it. And then there's just people like frickin' Isaiah something out here making albums like these are just drafts. They're just 10 drafts, barely any lyrics written. I don't know what this is. It's not an album though. It's not an album. And then he puts it out and it's just fucking golden. Why can't I do that? How do you have to have perfect, like, maybe it's just because he's got access to a studio with all the good gear and stuff and speakers and stuff and multiple years of training, and maybe he's just more dedicated than me. That's probably the case. Cause you know me, dude, when I find something that I love, I'm like, oh my gosh, there must be more things that I love like this. And sure enough, there are. So I go and pursue those things too. I plugged in my laptop and it made a buzzy noise. I have 26% left. I think it'll be fine. See, I pay attention to the motherfucking percents before they even get down to the fucking battery notification, dude. That's a callback to from my last episode. Nothing makes me more mad than when I get home from a long day of work and like on Saturday, and I untie my shoes, and I only single knotted them, but I untie my shoes, and somehow the loop gets caught in itself, and it creates the most terrible knot that I have to undo in the dark because I haven't flipped on the lights yet. And so I have to try and figure this out now because I don't want to, I just want my shoes off so immediately when I get home. Because it's like, I'm home. Finally, I'm home. No more work. I'm home. Home. That's what I want to feel. Home. And I can't feel that. I can't feel that with my shoes still on. I had to do breath work after that. It was so frustrating. I had oatmeal after that. That was last night. I can never make it the right consistency, and I don't care to try. I just don't want to have to keep putting it in the microwave, so I put it at 4 minutes or whatever. And it's just always. I got the one with protein though. Maybe that's changing it up a bit. I don't know. It's just sticky. So this is kind of pointless. So today was another leg day, like I said. It was a long ass day, dude. I did laundry too, and I installed a new AC unit, air conditioning unit in my bedroom because this morning, I let me walk you through this. So I woke up. I was barely waking up. I didn't understand that I was waking up at this point because that's how early it was in the waking up process. And I heard like cymbals, like a drum solo was just about to, like a rockin' ass drum solo was just about to happen. Like a symphony was about to join in and just gonna be like, I don't know, insert cool drum beat. And I woke up from that, like that noise, and I didn't understand that it was an external noise. I thought I was dreaming it or something, but it woke me up. I like jolted up, and I was like, what? What? I thought there was going to be a really good drum solo. I'm disappointed. I was like almost actually disappointed that there wasn't a drum solo, that I woke up and there wasn't a drum solo waiting for me. So I try to go back to sleep. I hear the air conditioner is on. It's just like watery, like it's normal watery humidity or whatever. And it starts making the most horrific blade on blade, banshee screaming-esque noise. Anxiety. Terribly wanted that not to be happening because I was getting such good sleep after that long ass work day. I was so dead in sleep, I don't remember tossing and turning once. It was less than 6 hours into my sleep. I had been in one position. Do you realize how good it feels to be in one position for 5 hours when you're sleeping in a really cozy bed? That feels amazing. You hadn't tossed or turned once, and you wake up to that noise. I am so excited to sleep tonight. I am so excited. I was so grateful. My uncle had an air conditioner that was extra or whatever, and so he helped and helped me install that, and so it's gonna be all good. I'm so excited. Oh man. And it's way too hot in here, but I'm going to turn the air conditioner on right after this. Oh man, dude. So that was my week, yo. That was my week. And shout out Samarah. Samarah got me another fucking thing, dude. Like, I'm so grateful. She got me a podcasting planner. How fucking thoughtful. It's got 5 pages for each day of a podcast, for each podcast or whatever. That's so nice. And also, I forgot to mention in the other plethora of things that she got me in the previous podcast, she got me a little pick holder. Brilliant. I always lose my picks. And it's a keychain. I can take it with me everywhere. Heck yeah, dude. So shout out Samarah. And remember, if you like this, then like it, you silly goose. Remember, if you like it, like it. Make sweet love to that like button. Tap, 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 tap-eroo, that like button. Scabba-da-dabba-da-roo. Tap that like button, tap that subscribe button. And thank you for watching, man. Or woman. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a lovely week. Peace.